Hi, RuthieCanada here. I just wanted to show you today how to make these organza flowers. And these ones I attach, this one here I attach with a brad, but I've also done them with pearl beads and you actually sew through the middle and that looks really pretty. I don't have an example of that here right now, but you could use buttons or any other type of little embellishments, pins, push pins, things like that. So I'll get started here. What you want to start out with is some organza. You want to cut it into squares and you want to have several layers that are the same size. So what I did was I've got 3 different sizes and 2 of each of those sizes. So then what you do is, they don't have to be perfect either. What you do is you take your square and in the middle of each square on the side you cut in, but not all the way to the center. So you just want to put a little cut on each side so that you have pieces like this. These will become your petals. I'll just do these ones quickly. Again, you don't have to be perfectly accurate because the key to this flower is that you are going to melt the edges. And you're not going to notice if it was a perfect square or not. Now, so I have 6 pieces, and what I'll do is I'll just show you one of the pieces, how we make the petals. So you want a candle. You could use a lighter, but I find it easier to use a candle because I don't have to hold anything in my other hand and I can use both hands to work with my flowers. So I usually just fold them like this so that I've got one corner, and you just want to move it in far enough for it to get the heat, not right close to the flame, and it's going to curl your petals. So you're just going to do that on all 4 corners, and once it starts to melt, it's pretty quick, so you want to be ready to move it. And if it's not enough, you can always go back. And if it's too much, trust me, you're not going to notice when you get layering the flower together if one of the layers is a little more curled up than the others. It actually makes it look more real because flowers are not perfect. And I'm just going to do one of the other ones just so you can have an idea. Again, fairly quick. If you're prepared and have all your squares done, you can make quite a few of these flowers. The preparation is, like most projects, it takes the longest. So then, see that one there, I singed a little bit too much. So then what you're going to do is you're going to take a brad or some thread and you're going to layer these. I usually offset them so the petals from each layer go between the ones from the previous layer. And then once you get them all layered, you're going to have a flower like this. So when I use this in my projects, what I usually do is I have either paper or fabric leaves that I'll put in behind it. And I can show you an example. These aren't inked or chalked or anything, but it'll give you an idea of how I would use these. So I've got some little viney swirls. You could put some swirls in behind it or some leaves. They look really cute with chalked leaves. This one here is chalked. I can give you an idea. And you can add that to scrapbook pages, albums, anything. And they are really sweet. And as I mentioned, really, really pretty way of finishing these off would be really nice for weddings or anything really delicate and feminine would be to sew with white thread and put some pearl beads on there. And it looks really pretty. Thanks for watching.